What's going on, guys? It's JimboRico. Today I'm going to show you how I shoot a time lapse, and we're out here in the Great Salt Plains in northern Oklahoma. Sorry if I seem a little bit twitchy or distracted here. I had just ripped off the under part of my bumper trying to drive through these things. Anyway, let's continue. What you're going to need for this is either an intervalometer, or sometimes your camera has a built-in time-lapse function. You can use that. I'm not going to go into detail on how to set those up, simply because they're all different. It just depends on which one you have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot at 10-second intervals at 1/500th of a second at f11 with the ISO as low as it'll go. I know it's really windy out here. I'm sorry. I hope you can hear me okay. But so yeah, we're just gonna start that. Our intervalometer is gonna take care of all the work for us. We can go relax, sit down, and have a drink while it goes. And it's just gonna go and go and go. So I'm gonna let that take off, and I'll get with you when I get back to my computer to show you how I put it all together. All right, we're back in Lightroom. We've got our shots imported here. You can take a quick look. There's a lot of them. Probably gonna wanna pick one close to the middle of the time lapse and make your typical Lightroom adjustments. Just pretty it up a little bit. This is the stuff that I normally do right here. Once you're happy with the adjustments, right-click the frame that you edited and click Develop Settings, Copy Settings. Then select all of your frames, right-click, Develop Settings, Paste Settings. Check out your beginning frame and your end frame and make sure everything looks okay. And at this point, we'll go ahead and export everything. Highlight them all, and then click File, Export. In your export settings, you're not going to change too much. You can choose a file location and all of that. We'll just name it TL. We're going to change this name to TL with a number sequence with a start number of 1. We're going to let that run. Depending on your computer and frame size, it can take a while, so we're going to skip forward here. Alright, now we're in After Effects. We're going to start a new comp. Name it whatever you want. We're going to do 1920 by 1080 with a 30 FPS. You can do a larger size if you want, if your frames are large enough to do so. We open up our frames. Looks like I accidentally created a subfolder, but you click the first frame and check the box that says Import JPEG Sequence, and it will import them all as a movie sequence. Then you can just drag and drop it in and resize it down, holding Shift while you resize it. Don't know what that is, get out of here. Move it to where you want. Make sure there's no black on the screen, yada yada. Move the bar around to see what it looks like at different parts of your sequence. You can change the size to quarter. It may run, mine probably won't with the screen recorder running at the same time, but you can kind of get an idea. One thing I like to do is add some motion to static time lapses. I'll go ahead and go to the end here and add a keyframe under scale. And I probably should have added one under position as well. There we go. And then go back to the beginning. Just zoom it in a bit. Move it to a more pleasing area, right about there. Maybe over here a little bit. And then that'll slowly zoom out as the sequence moves through. If you're happy, click File, Save it somewhere. And then we can go ahead and export, File, Export, add to Adobe Media Encoder. Let that open up, it may take a minute. Click Match Source. You can change the save location and the file name. I normally leave most of the settings alone. I will click Render at maximum depth and use maximum render quality. And go ahead and let that run. Alright, and here's the final product. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like it, hit subscribe, and join us next time. Peace.